ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kent Holsey podcast. I'm so glad that you decided to click this link and join in this interview that we've got for you. And it's the first interview I've had in a while, and it is going to be a great one. And I'm so honored to have a friend that I've had since she was in grade school, and I watched her play sports and all that good stuff. And now she's just uh, been doing amazing things with her life since being out of high school and all that stuff, had a family, all that good stuff. So we're gonna get all into this. And my interview today is with Shauna Williams. How you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome, awesome. So you have quite the life story, and you are not originally from the United States. You were adopted. I was adopted. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I was born in Jamaica. I lived there until I was like 4. I was actually living in like the orphanage. I think it was like called like New Hope or something like that. I was born. Actually, I was born blind in my right eye. So my mom left me in the hospital. So that's why I was in the orphanage. And then I got adopted at 4.5 by my parents in Montana, Keith and Alta Williams in Montana. And then, yeah, my mom came to get me from Jamaica, and I came to Kalispell, and I had like 5 other siblings who were adopted. 3 from Haiti, I mean, 3 from Africa, 1 from Haiti, and 1 from China. So we all grew up together. And then my parents also had like 4 like older kids too, but they were like way older than us. So yeah, it was very eventful growing up with
Sound-
5 sisters, but 6 of us all in one house. That was crazy, but it was fun,
So
crazy and fun.
what was it like transitioning from Jamaica to the United States at a young age? Did you really understand what America was all about compared to the lifestyle that people live in Jamaica?
No, not really, since I was only like 4, so I didn't really. I don't know. I don't think I really. It's not like I really remember it, but I don't think it really bothered me or was any really big difference.
Yeah,
So.
that's pretty cool. Um, so obviously, as you grew up, you played basketball. You did some other sports as well, I believe, when you got into high school. Tell us a little bit about your time playing sports. It was like you were very, very talented in basketball. I know that.
Yeah. So I first started off doing like a little bit of gymnastics. I think it was like 4, 5, 6, until like first grade, and then I wanted to play basketball. And I also did soccer too for a little bit, but I mostly just played basketball and did track and field. So those are like my 2 main sports that I did. Um, because I did the Highlander track like program, and then I did like the rodeo like type basketball programs, and then I did played for Trinity up until 8th grade, and then I played up until sophomore year of high school. I was gonna play. I was planning on playing all through 4 years, but a situation happened, so I just decided not to. I just focused on track. I also did a little bit of volleyball, 7th, 8th grade. That was a little fun, but I'm not really a volleyball type person. I don't like my arms being bruised. um, but yeah, I mean, I met and like made a lot of friends throughout playing sports, so that was fun. That was like what kept me active. So that's partly why I'm like in the fitness business now. I just like to stay active. I know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, did you have any struggles as far as like people accepting you? Because Kalispell really doesn't have that much of different races or anything like that? Did you get picked on, or did you get bullied, or did you have any struggles like that?
Well, people try to bully me, but I'm also the type of person who doesn't like allow that. So I just turn that down like really fast. And then like also if they were bullying my sisters, I would also like turn that down too because I don't tolerate that crap. I don't care like what kind like what nationality you are. I don't think bullying is okay. But yeah, I mean, I've like witnessed like racism, but like it's Montana.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously not that many like different races here, nationalities. I mean, it's getting better now. Like since I'm getting older, more people are coming. But when I was younger, there really wasn't that many.
Yeah. Uh, it's crazy, how in smaller communities, even though Kalispell isn't that small, it is in a way how people get treated. Um, I got picked on. It wasn't very fun, especially, in a high school at the time that only was one high school at the time. Now it's two. And,
Hmm.
it caused for more issues to happen, which and I think that happens no matter where you go, but it's how you handle it and how you deal with it. Um, I didn't necessarily handle it in the right way, um, but I think what you said is great. You didn't let that get to you. You stood up for yourself, which is a great thing. A lot of people don't do that when they get bullied. They kind of just clam up. They kind of go by themselves, don't let people in, which you never were like that. You were very outspoken person. You were liked by a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, I mean, definitely was hard, but like I don't know. I just stuff like that I just don't tolerate. So especially now, like with my kid, because I have a 7-year old,
Yeah.
he's starting to like pick up like oh like he's like a different color than all the kids in his class and stuff, so that's gonna be a little learning experience for him too. So um yeah, I mean so far it's going good, like talking to him about it, but we'll see. I mean like when he gets older obviously it's gonna be like a little bit more issues
Hmm.
that will pop up, but um I'm hoping it'll be like minor issues, not like major issues like some kids go through.
Yeah. So after high school, what kind of happened from there? Were you right into the fitness world? Did you go to school for health and stuff like that? What led you
Um,
up to this point?
so I did get pregnant like a little bit after high school, but I also went to college to be a personal trainer. So I have my certificate from the like FECC here
Mhm.
as a personal trainer, and then obviously like motherhood like took over. So I was just being a mother. I mean, I was staying like fit, like active or whatever. I was going to the gym. Actually ran like more than I normally do. I mean, I was a runner in high school, like sprints and stuff, but I didn't really do as much weightlifting in my as I'm doing now. But I just kept up with like fitness, trying to stay fit. It was just something to cope with if I needed to. It's just a coping mechanism that helps me with my
So
anxiety and stuff.
let's get into the weightlifting. I see a lot of the videos that you post on social media. It's really inspiring. I wish I could do that. In fact, I laugh about it because when I was in high school, when we had weightlifting class, it was quite embarrassing because I was the type that could only do the pole and not add any weights to it. So I was just like, oh, well, I had some of the bigger sports athletes in my gym class. So I looked really, really stupid. So here they are with like a whole bunch of weights on. And here I am like, you know, I mean, it got to be something that's really difficult to work up to because here you are lifting. How much do you lift on average?
uh, I'm doing right now. It's 5 times a week that I lift. So I do like 2 lower body days, and then I'm doing 3 upper body days now. just to get more muscle on my upper body because I have like a lot of muscle on my lower body, obviously, but my upper body was weak, so need to put
What's your
muscle.
record as far as the amount of pounds that you've been able to push?
Um, so my personal best for the bench, I got the 185, and then my squat was 350, and then my deadlift is 450.
Wow,
So yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
thank
So
you.
so what got you into the weightlifting competitions then? I mean, was it just the passion of it? Was it the thrill? What was it?
So the first time I started weightlifting was sophomore year of high school. Um, I wanted to after like my gym class in freshman year, I wanted to continue like being in gym class just to stay fit. Besides doing sports too, if like sports was like off season sport for me because I was only doing like two sports, so um, it was just gonna help me stay fit throughout the whole year. So I started. I think it was applied fitness. I think that what it's called. I don't know if it's called applied anymore, but I decided to do that to try it out. I didn't really realize it was like weight lifting, but when I did it, it was really fun. So I just stuck with it throughout my through senior year. Um, I learned like a lot of lifting stuff. I don't know. It was just lifting like heavy stuff is just fun to me, honestly. Just the I don't know, just the thrill of it, and just it's just I don't know. I just think it's pretty cool that people can lift that much weight, and it's pretty cool that I can lift that much weight now. I wasn't like really lifting that much weight in high school. I mean, I was maybe one of the strongest people in high school, but I don't really try to like brag too much about that. It was just me just pushing, challenging myself is basically what I do. And then like during that whole period, I wanted to be like either a personal trainer or a bodybuilder. So like after high school, that's why I went into like the personal training, just to I don't know,
I would always be
help
scared that
people.
I would break something, like my leg would snap or my arms are skinny, so I would be concerned that they would break or something. I don't know. I'm just worried about that. I watch some of these videos where accidents do happen and it's like, nope, ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like most part, like why the accidents happen is because people like try to show off more. So I don't know. Just like a lot of videos that I see, it's more like people are just showing off and not
Doing too
doing.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about more of the fitness aspect. Like, uh, what has been your goal uh, getting into this that you want to do and inspire other people to get involved?
I mean, I want to help as many people as I can, and like mostly like focus on the mental health too, because that's obviously like a big issue throughout the world. Like I struggle with like depression, anxiety. I mean, I've lost a baby, lost my dad, lost cousins, just like I lost a lot of people, honestly. So like, and I don't know, my anxiety level is just hit and miss, especially like after losing this baby, and then just my depression isn't as bad as it used to be, but that's why I work out a lot. It just helps me um, just like relieves stress and stuff. So I just want to help people, like if they have like are struggling like I am, like there's always a way to move forward. And that's why I use like resilient, because I'm trying not to give up, trying to push through my struggles. So I just want to let other people know that it can be hard, but you can get through it no matter what. Just don't give up.
What advice would you give to other females out there that have gone through the same thing as you with loss and stuff with a baby? That's never easy uh, when it comes to this, because I know when people go through traumatic situations, it's hard to find that that door to open that can help you rather than continue to bring you down?
Um, I mean, like I go to therapy and stuff, but like I know some people take like medication for that, but I'm not really the type of person to take medication for stuff like that. So I found that like lifting heavy stuff like makes me feel a lot better like throughout the day actually. That's why I tend to work out 5 days a week. I mean, the 2 days I honestly need like rest or whatever, but honestly, it definitely is a struggle. It's really hard. I'm still like trying to go through it, but I just try to take day by day. I mean, like obviously, like today, like my anxiety level was like extremely through the roof. So I just took a while to just relax, just like try to like stay in my own bubble, just stay home for a little bit, and then like I hit the gym, and I just felt way better after that. So just like find something that makes you feel better and just stick with it because that will help you get over just like
So,
help you.
like for me, I used to be very, very skinny. And then, as you become older, your habits tend to not be the same as what it used to be. What are some key advice that you can give to people who really want to get invested into making a commitment to losing weight, to being more healthy, and what type of foods and stuff should they be looking into to ingesting and eating and keeping that nourishment good?
So they have to realize that like it's not like a sprint; it's a marathon through like weight loss. You can't just think it's gonna happen like right away. It just consistent. Being consistent is probably one of the top keys to the losing. Well, at least it was for me, or it is for me. Um, just staying consistent. I don't know, just don't like restrict yourself on certain foods. Obviously, you can still have like your dessert. You just it's just in moderation. Just don't like over binge on certain things. Try to like have more of a whole food type balance than like the unhealthy like junk food. I mean, you can still have like junk food, just maybe do it like 5% less than what you were doing. Um, I just like incorporated more like salads, more like fruit, more vegetables. Been doing a lot of like protein and stuff, like a lot of protein, mostly just because I'm weightlifting, so it helps with the muscle growth. Don't like restrict yourself on carbs because you need your carbs for like energy. Obviously, don't restrict yourself on fat because you need that also for energy too. Just moderation, honestly, for the foods. Don't restrict yourself. Um, yeah, is
Why do
what I
you
would say.
think why do you think people don't really stay within their commitment to losing weight? They get into it for a week or two or even a month and then they just die out on it. Is it because of the change in the commitment, or is it because of laziness? I don't know. Is it what do you think is the cause for that?
Just maybe not staying consistent, honestly. Maybe they weren't being consistent like a month or a week, and they're like, oh, I'm not seeing any change, so I'm just, what's the point of continuing? Like, you have to realize that it takes time for change to happen, but you're gonna see like little changes like every week, just like very small changes, like, which is really good. Small progress is better than no progress. But if you continue to work hard and just push through, you're going to see changes, honestly, within a month, honestly, um, if you are working hard and not giving up and not slacking, being lazy and stuff. Um, yeah, it just consistency is the key to
So I
the
think,
play.
do you think when a lot of people think of like working out, they think automatically that first day they got to run a full marathon more than a couple miles, or do you start small and make your way up to that?
It's better just to start small and then work your way up, especially if you're just starting to get back into the fitness, or if you've never done any type of fitness activity. The smaller stuff is way better than just trying to incorporate all this other stuff and then you get all overwhelmed. And that's probably why people like stop, because they get overwhelmed, because they think they need to add all this stuff in that's going to help them, but honestly just little things is going to help, just small little changes.
Is that why it's more important to maybe look into getting a personal trainer where they can help guide you through that and kind of lead you the right direction instead of, I think a lot of people go the easy route and buy these videos or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, wow, this is way overwhelming."
Yeah, I mean, like those videos can help, but honestly, a personal trainer is gonna like um, make a program that is gonna be helpful for your body type only. So like whatever your goal is, they're gonna make that program or whatever for you and only you. Someone else might have a different goal, and whatever you're doing might not work for them. So they just got to realize that personal trainers are the ones that customize what you want to help you get to your goal.
So let me throw out some scenarios to you and kind of give me what you think would be the best as far as that scenario. So say someone who is dealing with a umbilical hernia is having that, and what type of workout should they more focus on so it won't really agitate that?
I'd say, I mean, like core, but like they might need work on their back because their back might be like weak too. You don't really want to work too much of your core because you don't want to like get that to rupt either. So yeah, I would say more back workouts because your back needs to be strong to help do your everyday life. Because if you don't have like a strong back, it's just going to affect your core like muscles.
Okay.
But
And what
that's
about what if someone has a leg issue where they're restricted, maybe like one side of their leg is paralyzed or something like that? What would you say is best to kind of work with that?
you can do like bilateral like workouts. It might be a little difficult, but I just feel like just go small, like easy stuff, and obviously try to work more on your like weaker leg too. It might be a little difficult, but the more that you work that, it might strengthen it and it might work better. Um, but yeah, I mean, don't like restrict yourself too much. If you can do it, just do it. Um, just don't force it.
Yeah. What about someone that has maybe like neck issues, um, that had neck surgery or something like that? What can they do to kind of deal with that type of stuff?
Depending on what the doctor says, if um, maybe not do a lot of like heavy lifting, like I don't know. You don't want to. I mean, you can do like overhead like workouts, but you don't want to force it as much. You can do a lot of lower body stuff. You can do like moderation stuff. That's not going to make it worse. But obviously start off with like moderation stuff, especially like with the upper body. But like with your lower body, you can pretty much go normal. I mean, obviously not with squats. Be a little careful with the squats if you're gonna do like the back barbell squats. But shouldn't be a, too much of an issue. Just it all depends on what the doctor thinks and if you're okay to start working out. Honestly, it's just all up to the doctor's opinion.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. People that are in the Flathead Valley and they're looking for someone like you to get in contact, how can they get a hold of you?
I have like business cards and I like my Facebook or my email or Instagram if they have that. I
Okay.
try to just post stuff like on my stories and my like news feed, and I just try to have like other people like share it. So if they're not like friends with me on Facebook, if they're friends with one of my friends on Facebook, they can see it. So it's just
The things that I've seen that you've posted are incredible. Do a lot of things that I never could do, and especially at my age right now, I don't think I could. Maybe I could, but I don't think I could. Um, but it all has to do with confidence, and I think people working with you could really get a good opportunity to really get that good motivation because you're you're inspiring. I really think that your story and everything that you have really could help a lot of people in that community there. Um, what type uh, of advice would you give to people that are on the fence about getting started with their um, dream or their hopes of getting back to that younger body feeling? What's advice? What advice can you give to them?
I'd say just go for it because you don't know when your last day is going to be. Honestly, like you don't know what next day is going to bring. Just like start it today. It's better to start it now because you'll see results in I don't know a little bit under like 4 weeks. It's better just to start it instead of like procrastinating because the more you procrastinate and waiting on starting, it's just never going to happen.
So, what other things would you like to share as far as your work and all that?
Honestly, with anyone, especially like females or whatever, if you're like on the fence of like lifting weights and you think you're gonna be manly, honestly, you're not gonna look manly unless you start obviously taking steroids or whatever. Um, I just feel like anyone, if you can, just start lifting weights because it's what helped me lose the weight faster is lifting weights and staying consistent. I mean, I obviously don't look manly. I mean, you can, if you wanted to, just look at pictures that I post. It's just toning up, losing that fat, like in your middle section. I don't know, just it's more gaining confidence and just looking better. I mean, obviously, cardio is a good part, but I don't really like cardio. I feel like weightlifting is a little bit better than cardio unless you like to run, like to do all that stuff. But I'm not that type of person. Mine is just the weightlifting. Just don't be scared to pick up a bar because honestly, you don't know what you can do if you don't try. I didn't know I could lift all this stuff. I it just amazes me like from a year ago that I couldn't really do half this like lift that much, but now looking back, I'm glad that I started my powerlifting journey. Even though I was lifting before that, this is challenging myself even more. So just don't stop or don't can't do something.
So, over this summer, I believe you were in some competitions, and I believe you did quite well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was sort of kind of a little bit before summer. I did a meet back in May that actually went really good. Um, I think that was my technically my third meet that I did. Um, yeah, I was lifting with some really good girls. Like whew, the I don't know, it just really inspires me. Like the girls who lift and just lift really heavy. It was just really fun. Just like the atmosphere is just in, in, intense, but it's really fun to see what other people can do because you wouldn't really think that people could lift that much weight, but they can. It's just crazy how the body, how you can challenge your body to do all that stuff. Um, I got some state records in all three of my lifts actually, so that was pretty cool. And I also lost a lot of weight for that, and I somehow mandated all my strength, so that was pretty cool. That I didn't lose any of my strength from losing all that weight.
Do you think that it's possible for a family, like with kids and stuff, to do it as a family uh, to kind of work out and do stuff together that way?
Oh heck yeah! I like with my 7-year old. I work out with him. We go biking a lot. We go hiking a lot. That's I guess that's like cardio that we do. There's like so many stuff you can do. You don't have to like go biking, hiking. You can like go kick a ball, go play basketball, go swim, just go for a walk or whatever. I mean, you can honestly include your kid doing like some sort of like weightlifting like type stuff. There's like CrossFit type things you can do, yoga, whatever with your kids. Just honestly, if you're out about playing, just that could be your fitness. Playing with your kids, playing tag, doing whatever. Honestly, it's just I feel like it's better just to incorporate it with your kids because then they're gonna learn that oh yeah, my parents were doing this, so I'm gonna do it.
And it keeps
So,
them away from video games.
oh yeah, just get them like active, like get them tired because sometimes it could be hard getting kids to sleep. So if
Absolutely.
you can tire them out throughout the day, honestly, go for it.
Well, it's been awesome catching up with you and talking with you, and I really encourage all of you that are watching this today, if you're in Kalispell in the Flathead Valley, to definitely go on the links and check her videos and social media out. And if you really feel inspired enough to contact her and get with her and see what she can do for you, being a trainer possibly for you, um, do that because like she said, now is a better time than later to get things started and get things rolling within getting into a better healthy lifestyle. So thank you for being with me, and I hope that with all these new things that are popping up in your life and in this journey with your business, it grows and just gets completely crazy.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and for all of you, make sure if you like this video, share it. Let people know about her story, her mission, and like, share, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, remember to think and be positive. Do what you can today, not what you can't. And I believe in you. Don't you think you should too? And if you see someone who served our country, whether it be police, military, fire, or even the hardworking people in our medical facilities, give them a fist bump, an elbow, a high five, whatever you got to do. Just let them know how much you appreciate them. You never know how much they might appreciate that one random act of kindness. So do it today. So have a great day. Thank you for watching. Until the next time we talk, God bless.